Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Big Boss Life podcast. This is your host, Alicia Davies, coming to you for our second episode. And so today we're actually going to pick back up on what we were talking about on our first episode of the mindset shift. And so today we're going to be talking about training our subconscious mind. And so with here, what we're going to be talking about yet again is parts of the brain, but it's going to be going in depth more of how we're going to train this so that we can move to the next level. So with the brain, we also have two parts, all right? So you have your conscious and then you have your subconscious. And so with your conscious mind, this is where you're more so in reality. You're aware of everything that's going on, okay? And so then you go into your subconscious, right? And so with your subconscious, you actually are more so operating off of the emotions. You're not fully aware of the reality. The brain is not fully aware of what is really going on. It's just going off of feelings. And the crazy part about that is the conscious mind only runs 5% of the time. 95% of the time, it's your subconscious that's running the show, which is the wildest thing with it. And so it's determining our actions and where we're going and where we're headed in life. And so if you're constantly downing yourself or having negative thoughts about things, this is coming from the subconscious area. Okay. And we have a tendency to keep feeding it negativity. And so think about if you've had a rough day at work or just a rough day in general, and you've been constantly just feeding yourself, man, I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not getting here. Everything is going wrong. And then we have a tendency, even with all of that going on, that 9 times out of 10, we're going to get on social media, we're going to get on the internet or whatever, and we're going to find things that are going to feed our brain exactly what we're thinking. And we do this more so to make ourselves seem like what we're thinking is correct. And so all we're trying to do is justify our negative thoughts. And when we're doing these types of things, all you're doing is keeping yourself stagnant in the same position that you're at. And so it ends up being, you might as well say, that hamster in the wheel, because you're not going to get off of it if you're constantly doing that. And so one of the big things that has worked for me, not only in business, but in my life as well, is retraining and using visuals. You need to visualize what you want to do, who you want to become, where you want to go. Okay? And so there's two things that I want you to do. I want you in your brain to visualize yourself. Make a picture in your brain. Visualize where you want to go, who you want to become. See that and put that here inside your brain, that you see exactly what you want. People call it manifesting, whatever, but you want to literally see it up here. And you want to keep that up here in your brain so that you're constantly seeing, okay, I could be a boss. I could be a CEO. I could own this. I could own that. You could do all of these things, but you have to have it up here. And then you want to consciously think of the positive feelings that will come from you obtaining what you're thinking. So I'll give you an easy little situation that I just had, right? So last week, of course, a little over a week ago was Easter, right? So Easter week, and like I told you guys in the first episode, I work in retail. And so we have goals that we need to obtain. And for me, my goal was I wanted to be number one. I needed to be number one. And that was a goal for me. And so I visualized being number one. I literally put a plan in place for myself of these are the numbers that I need to be able to obtain to hit my targets. This is what I need to do. This is how many interactions I need to have. This is the dollar amount that I need to do. This is how many people I need inside the building. This is how many customers I need to be able to touch in order to hit my goal. And not only did I have a regular goal, I had an extended goal as well, so that even if I hit my basic goal, I surpassed that. And guess what? I did it. I did that. And I said it every single day. Every day. If I hit this number, then I have this. If I hit this number, I have this. If I have this number, I have this. And I was able to not only pull it out, but I blew it out. I dog walked exactly what I wanted. But that's because I practiced it to myself and said, this is what I want. And you know what? I felt amazing. I felt amazing when it was all said and done. Because I practiced everything that I said that I wanted to get to where I wanted to go. And that, like I said, that's going back into training your own brain. And so when you're training your brain and you keep doing that, you're also changing the filter of it. So now we're filtering out the negative thoughts. And we're replacing it, we're reprogramming it to think, I can do this, I could become that, I can have this, I can have that. And so if you're visually seeing this, visualize yourself. You said you want that company, visualize yourself signing a lease for that building. Okay? Visualize yourself cutting the ribbon for your grand opening. Visualize yourself doing your first $100 sale. Visualize yourself now with employees and having to go to the bank to go on and cut the check so that you could pay your employees. Visualize yourself now your company is making $1 million. Visualize yourself being on the news talking about your company. Visualize yourself surpassing Jeff Bezos. Visualize yourself. If you could see it and you keep putting it in your head, you'll become what you want to become. But you have to put in the brain to train yourself to righteously, consciously think that you could do this. Consciously think these things. And think about how it's going to make you feel afterwards. Think about walking into work and you got that promotion. And you put that work in because you were already putting in the work to get there. You're going to feel good. Think about those things. So even with that, you're now changing the network. And the more confident that you become, the easier this is all going to go for you. You'll at that point be walking in your purpose. You had already seen what you wanted to become. Now you're actually acting towards this. You're walking in your purpose. Not nobody else's, your purpose. And so even with that, what I want you to do every single day is take at least 30 seconds, because 30 seconds ain't nothing. Take 30 seconds out of each day and visualize what you want, where you want to go, and how does this make you feel? Okay? If you could do that for me and do that for you, I promise you're going to see yourself going to a next level. All it takes is these small steps. And if you keep consistently doing it, consistency is key to everything. If you consistently do this, visualize yourself doing it and put in that work, I promise you, you will see yourself go on to that next level. And if you like this, please click like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to keep talking about this, please let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.